Yeah, so I changed the intro because apparently people didn't like the old one. That's fine, I do change. I also figured out that more than a quarter of my fans were female, which is really cool. I always appreciate a female vote, except for when it's for Secretary Clinton. I just lost half my viewers just now. But this is unscripted. I am not going off of a script. I'm not reading anything. I'm going off the top of my head and what I remembered that I was supposed to say. Who is Godzilla Jr.? Some Godzilla fans say he is Godzilla 2000, while others say he is Godzilla Final Wars. But why? Gucci Fan 93 says the only reason you see Godzilla Jr. becoming Godzilla 2000 is that they're both green, and Orga being the meteorite predicted to hit Earth in 1999 from the movie Godzilla vs. Mothra Battle for Earth. I also like to point out that Godzilla 2000 was the first Japanese Godzilla movie since Godzilla vs. Destroyah, where we last seen Godzilla Jr., which is a fair argument. It's decent. I can agree with some of the things that are being said. What about Godzilla Jr. being Godzilla Final Wars? How about how much they teased it in the movie? Because in the intro, you've seen the final shot from Godzilla vs. Destroyah, which was assumed to be Godzilla Jr., going back and forth with a shot of Godzilla Final Wars trapped in ice, which looked similar to this. Actually, even before that happened, was an even closer representation of it, which you can see side by side with what happened in Godzilla vs. Destroyah. The meteoroid in Godzilla vs. Mothra Battle for Earth was predicted to hit Earth in 1999. But for sake of argument, I'm going to say that they were actually wrong, and it came down 5 years earlier being Space Godzilla, which would make more sense because they're keeping it in the Heisei series, or Heisei series, and not branching off into the Millennium series. But if they did, I still have an argument for Godzilla Final Wars, that the meteoroid in Godzilla Final Wars was the exact same meteoroid predicted to hit Earth, but the Exilians slowed it down. This right here, I would say, is because if they have the power to speed up the meteor, then they almost have to have the power to slow it down. How about how Godzilla Jr. looks? I mean, with Godzilla Jr. in the middle, who of the four outside monsters resembles him closest? The Godzillasaurus. And if the Godzillasaurus turns into this Heisei/Heisei Godzilla, who does the Heisei/Heisei Godzilla closely resemble? The Godzilla Final Wars. That is, if you are not blind, and if you are blind, how did you find this video? That cannot be easy on your own, but, I'm going to continue here. This height chart shows the Godzillas between 1993 and 2004. Now, we know that Godzilla Jr. is approximately half the size of Burning Godzilla, but who else is this size? Godzilla 2000. But we've already established Godzilla is the original Super Saiyan, and he would turn into this Godzilla, who is the exact same height as the Final Wars Godzilla. But wait, hold on, Butthurt fans, it's okay. We still got two more things to go through, so do not leave yet. So starting with the suits, we know that the Godzilla 2000 suit has been in both Godzilla 2000 and Godzilla vs. Megaguirus, and has been remodeled in Godzilla against Mechagodzilla and Godzilla Tokyo SOS. And if you've seen my Godzilla Timelines video, you'll know that the only two films that connect here are Godzilla against Mechagodzilla and Godzilla Tokyo SOS. Whereas the Godzilla Jr. and Godzilla Final War suits are both unique to their own movies. And this right here, Godzilla 2000 from Godzilla against Megaguirus could not be Godzilla Jr., which brings me to my next point, the timelines. So looking at the timelines, I'm going to be going over the timelines of Godzilla Final Wars, Tokyo SOS versus Megaguirus, 2000, and versus Destroyah. Starting off first with Final Wars, we don't know what happened before or when it takes place. All we know is it's in the future, and that's to the extent of our knowledge on this movie. Though there is a scene of a kid playing with toys, which includes Space Godzilla, Mecha King Ghidorah, Baragon, King Ghidorah, Titanosaurus, Varan, and Megalon. which kind of gives us a hint that these monsters did exist in the timeline, but it's unsure what happened or when it did happen. So in the Tokyo SOS timeline, we have the 1954 movie where Godzilla was killed by the Oxygen Destroyer. Then we had Godzilla against Mechagodzilla in 2002, and then 2003's Godzilla Tokyo SOS. Next we have Godzilla vs. Megaguirus timeline, which has the 1954 incident, but the Oxygen Destroyer was not invented and Godzilla did not die. So this is the exact same Godzilla from 1954, who then attacks Osaka in 1966, and in 1996 he kills a random character, which leads to Revenge in 2005-2001, where he fights Megaguirus and he survives a black hole like a complete beast. And the Godzilla 2000 timeline only has two events, which include the 1954 Gojira and the 1999/2000 where he fights Orga. Yeah, that was kind of a doozy on 2000's part. And the Godzilla vs. Destroyah timeline, I discluded versus King Ghidorah because I didn't feel like including that. But we have Godzilla vs. Mothra in 92, when the meteoroid was first predicted to land in 94. I mean, 99. 94 is what I predicted. Other stuff, yeah. So it was predicted that the meteoroid was going to hit 99. Then in 93 was when we were first introduced to Godzilla Jr. He was a little Godzillasaur, and it was called Baby Godzilla. Then in 1994, which is when Space Godzilla was, gonna attack Godzilla, we seen Little Godzilla. And in 95 was the last time we seen Godzilla Jr. in Godzilla vs. Destroyah. And let's look at our final scores here. Oh. Ouch. Well, I see we have a clear winner here. But there's a catch. Godzilla Final Wars actually isn't Godzilla Jr. In fact, neither of them are. Because Godzilla Jr. died in Godzilla vs. Destroyah. I mean, honestly, Toho already said that they weren't related in any way. So why would we even have such a fan theory like this? And this is only a metaphor, saying that Godzilla will always be there. Thanks for watching. And hey, keep up the good work. Our Shin Godzilla review finally has more than my friends. That's always good.